What if I told you that most people are living in a matrix? Just like the movie The Matrix, it controls and manipulates most of humanity. But this time, we don't have machines ruling over us. We have other humans who don't even realize they're doing this. Most people live lives they don't want to live. They go to a school they don't want to go to. They work at a job they don't want to work at. They stay in a relationship they don't want to stay in. Eventually, they end up living a life they never even wanted to live, but were told to live. And this is all because of the Matrix. If you want to live a life of your choosing, one worth living, this is the video for you. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, and stay tuned to the end to learn about the illusion of our world and how you can break free of the Matrix controlling our lives and preventing you from truly living the life you want to live. From the moment we are born into this world, we are immediately bombarded with hundreds of thousands of messages telling us how to live, how to act, and how to survive in the world. Our family does it, our friends do it, our teachers do it. Even the movies we watch, the television we consume, and the games we play, they all carry within them messages that influence us. Our subconscious mind, which is always watching, is constantly taking in these messages. The messages we repeatedly take in ultimately shapes who we become, and the results we get. The truth is, you're not in control of your results. The messages inside your subconscious mind are, but these messages do not shape the things we truly want out of life. Remember this. By the time most people have become adults, they'll have taken in trillions of messages, all telling them a certain way to live and view life by. But why is this so important? What you feed to your body is eventually reflected through your body, and your mind works the exact same way. What you feed to your mind is eventually reflected through your reality, manifested in your results. Your reality is just a reflection of your mind and the messages you have taken in throughout your life. The messages you willingly allow to enter into your subconscious mind will always eventually express themselves through your reality. But what if you didn't know this information? In fact, a high majority of the world doesn't know this information. Most people never even take the time to review the messages they are feeding to their mind, because most people were never told that they actually have control over their life. And as a result, most people end up living a life they didn't even choose. This is the Matrix. It's control, it's manipulation, it's living a life that was given to you by someone else. If you have never taken the time to consciously choose the life you want to live and start working towards it, you're living in the Matrix. If you're currently living a life you don't want to live, you're living in the Matrix. If you feel unhappy about your life and you feel lost, you're living in the Matrix. Remember when I said that the messages we take in don't truly shape the things we want out of life? Have you ever been told to do something and then done it thinking you'd be happy, but in the end you don't feel happy, you just feel confused? The truth is, you already know what you want. You may not be able to put a name on it yet, but deep down, you know. And this knowing doesn't stem from logic, because logic can only operate on the messages you've internalized, which means logic can only operate within the Matrix. That deep knowing comes from your intuition, which is your feeling. When you're following your intuition, you feel alive, happy, and excited for the future. Because your intuition knows what's best for you, and it will always guide you to where you need to go. Following your intuition is the key to breaking out of the matrix and living the life you're supposed to live. Growing up, you didn't have the choice to filter the messages you received, and you didn't have the knowledge to know that these messages literally were affecting your life. But now you do. With this information, you can rediscover the power in you that you were told never existed. If you can just understand that the world we live in is really just an illusion created by the beliefs we have internalized into our subconscious, you don't have to live life in the way you've been told to live, like everyone else. You can live life how you want to live it. Just because your parents lived life in a certain way, or the color of your skin is a certain way, or your culture is a certain way, does not mean you have to live life in that certain way. None of these things define who you really are, unless you let them. These are all messages contained in the Matrix that you don't have to follow. The majority of the world is following ideas that are not their own, and because they've chosen to believe in them, their reality reflects them, whether they be good ideas or bad ones. In this state, are you really you? Or are you just a collection of ideas that are not your own? If you can consciously examine your beliefs, examine your results, and examine who you've been told to be, and consciously choose a new life, one you want to live, you no longer have to be ruled by the Matrix. Instead, you can rule it and create a new cycle, one you chose. We are infinite possibility, with infinite potential. All we have to do is decide on something we want and let our intuition show us the way. Good luck, and have fun creating the life you want to live, outside of the Matrix. Make sure to hit that like button and join our family by subscribing for more content. And don't forget to leave a comment down below. Until next time, this is Success Mindset, and remember, dreams do come true.